Hey, good morning. Oh, Jesus. You know what? I guess I can say, welcome back to my so-called keto life. I started this whole keto journey again. I'm retrying it. I did it a little bit before, and I do remember losing about 63 pounds. And, but I, kind of half-assed did it. But this time I'm deciding to do it and make it a part of my life, okay? Because will be 47 this year in July on the 11th. And I just, feel like this is something I really need to do to help extend my life hopefully beyond the life expectancy of the average African American male, or in my case, black male. I don't even like calling myself black half the time. I like to call myself urban American. That's a whole nother video. I'll explain that sometime later why I like to call myself urban American. But because there's no box on the government's list of people that say urban American. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. Last Monday I started, back on the keto diet. And I do want to make it a part of my life now. And it's important to me because a couple of things happened in the last week or so, okay? But right before I started, some of you know, and I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I do have a loved one who is incarcerated. And we have been friends back in high school, knew each other for a while, very shortly, and just faith brought us together. Houston is not as big as you think it is, but whatever the case might be. So we've been, I guess you could say, together as a couple for a while now, okay? And we're both the same age. We say we're soulmates. We're only separated by a couple of hours apart in regard to our births. Well, he says to me, because I hadn't been feeling well throughout the last month, and as he stated, hey, I really want you to be around. I really want you to be healthy as possible. I love you no matter what, and no matter what's going on, but I really would like to make sure we spend our next 25 years or more together. And that meant a lot to me, because that showed, yes, this person really cares about me. I mean, I already knew all that, okay? But then what other thing that happened was, my best friend of over 35 years, his partner of 27 years had died. And I do believe a lot of it was health issues that stem back to diabetes. I mean, I've seen pictures because I put a memorial video together for his service and for his family and friends to have, and they showed it at the funeral. And he was only 57 years old. 10 years older. He would have been 57 in a couple of weeks. And he looked like he was going on 70, at least 70 years old, or 67 to 70 years old. That really scared me. My best friend has looked like he's aged. I mean, he's healthy, he's tall, but because of all the stress of him trying to take care of his partner, he's aged and looks so much older than myself. I said, well, maybe, black don't crack. Who knows? I mean, it's not like I'm bathing in coconut oil or anything. Speaking of that, my second cup of coffee this morning, and it is just about 7:03 in the morning now. I've been up since about 4:45. I did a 30-minute walk outside, and I live on a big piece of property here, so me walking this property fully about 3 to 4 times, it takes 30 minutes. So I've been doing that. But my first week of keto, oh my God, Judy, this is really a journey, okay? And I know it's gonna pay off because I plan for it to pay off, okay? Started on a positive note last week, got up that Monday, did my walk. I talked to you guys a little bit. I've tried to make sure I implement some kind of exercise or some kind of, activities. And so, 1 or 2 mornings a week, I may get up and walk. Other mornings, if I don't feel like walking, and one thing I do like to do is I like to dance. I've always liked to dance, and I've always thought of myself as a really good dancer. Being a DJ and going to clubs, it was like the thing I was born to do was just go out and party. And not party like in excessive party and all that negative stuff, but I just one of those people who like loud music and pulsating lights and dump and bass bends and have a good time and people smiling, screaming, getting sweaty. That was always my thing for being a DJ. My whole thing was, if I did make you go home sweaty, or you wake up the next morning and your body is sore, you go, damn, DJ Big Daddy worked my ass. I wasn't doing my job as a DJ. So some mornings I get up and like I said, I do a 30-minute walk, and if I don't feel like walking, I come in here in the living room and I turn on the music and get it up to a good volume. And I don't have any neighbors really around me because I live on a storage lot, so everything around me is the buildings, and then there are a few neighbors across the street, but they don't hear the music. And so I put together at least 30 to 35 minutes, sometimes 40 minutes. I'll put some CDs in, and I know some of you going, ooh, CDs. Baby, I'm 47 years old. I got albums, 45 CDs, MP3s. I'm in that age. So I'm gonna show you what was a part of my playlist last week. I 2 songs off of Beyonce's CD, B-Day, Get Me Body and Deja Vu. This is a killer CD, okay? The first 5 or 6 songs on this will get your life and work your back. But on this one, it was Pump It, and it was just Pump It on this one this week. Oh My God by Usher, okay? Then off of this one was the album version of Shake Your Body Down to the Ground by the Jacksons, and that's like 7 minutes long. And then this one, RuPaul's Supermodel, was Miss Lady DJ and Supermodel, You Better Work. So that was a part of my playlist this week. And like I said, I try to, if I don't feel like walking, I'll put together a small playlist. And I just got a new DJ controller, so I'm going to make my own workout mixes. What else was there? What else this week? I've tried to eat as well as I could in regarding to what I can have and I can't have. So it's been a lot of cheese slices, because you can go to the store and get those. Make sure I don't have a wardrobe malfunction, because I don't have man boobs. I got man titties. Okay. Anyway, but not ashamed of them. They have served me a good purpose in life. Sometimes. Anyway, getting off subject. So, anyway, I tried to eat. I've been watching videos. Keto Connect. I watched their videos. Keto Cali or Kaylee Keto, I think that's her name. I think she's mid-20s, 25, young, pretty black girl. And Boogie Beats. Oh, he's so cute. Anyway, so I've been watching their videos, and they've been helpful between those 3 sets, and I want to shout out to them, because believe it or not, if and when you don't think that you are helping people out here, believe it or not, you are. Okay? And I hope it's not about the money, and I hope it's not about the YouTube plaques. I hope it's not about all of that. I really hope and pray that you guys are, doing this because you really want to help people, and I'm sure you are, but you are helping me. Okay? So, it's been a lot of, like I said, in regard to my eating, it's been cheese, and I had a couple of salads this week. What else have I had? I try to make sure I have breakfast every morning. One morning I had a protein shake because my nutritionist / doctor is making sure that she wants me, she gave me some protein shakes. She said, she doesn't want me drinking no more than maybe 2 a week or 3, no more than that. Like tonight, I plan to go see the Avengers Infinity War, so I don't believe I'm going to have dinner tonight. I'll have lunch and breakfast, and then I'll have the shake when I come in from the movie. What else? What are those little roll-up? I can't think of the name of it, but the little roll-ups with the prosciutto around the mozzarella. I've had a couple of those. My dog Fitz has had a few. I can't never seem to go in there and get any kind of cheese product without him wanting. Oh, I'll tell you exactly what I really love. I made it twice now and put it on Instagram and Facebook. I have made and this is to help me from wanting dessert, a blueberry cheesecake smoothie. Okay, that's 4 ounces of cream cheese. I put in a handful of blueberries, 1 cup of almond milk unsweetened, and 2 packs of stevia and ice. That's it. I've had that to help me fight wanting something sweet like dessert. And what else have I made? Oh, I have made a keto fried chicken, which gave me my life. I didn't think that I could have fried chicken, because I love cooking chicken. I come from people who make good fried chicken, especially my mama. But I discovered how to make this keto fried chicken, and with a breading of ground up, almost finely dusted, like to dust almost, pork rinds. Yeah, pig skin, honey. And it was good. Oh my God, it was the crispiest chicken ever. Yes, it was. It was the tastiest, crispiest chicken I have ever made. And I know I make good chicken, okay? So, and I had to, so what I did was, like, one night I had made that, and I had like 4 slices of tomatoes, and I made a small batch of collard greens, very small, enough for 1 person. So I had that for dinner one night, and just 1 piece of chicken. So I was surprised, I try to make sure I eat my vegetables first, and then the next night for dinner, I had a salad from Subway, and I got a salad from Subway, and I had the 1 piece of chicken. I had 1 piece of the chicken left over from the day before. So it's been lunchtime. I know one day I had I think the protein shake for lunch. Like I said, during my snack time or whatever the case might be. Oh, one day for lunch I had deviled eggs, and I took some tuna salad and mixed it with the rest of my deviled egg. I made some tuna and mixed it with the rest of my deviled eggs mixture that I had left over, and put those in a few egg halves. Also, I've been drinking plenty of water. You know, they give you those big white cups in the hospitals, you know, to put ice in or water when you're in the hospital. So I had one of those. Don't know where it came from, but I have one. So I drink about maybe 6 to 8 of those a day sometimes. And that's been a part of that. But let's talk about something real. Now, I don't know why I didn't experience this before, but I know why I didn't experience it before. It just came to my mind because I was still eating bananas under the first time I was doing keto. Okay, so like I said, I was half-ass doing it. And I guess that's where my potassium came from. But I have been getting what I call the keto cramps. Baby, they are for real. And it started maybe Tuesday, Wednesday night. I'm sleeping and I get one under my shoulder blade, and I get one on my lower side of my back on my right side. So I'm tossing, I'm turning, I'm tossing, I'm turning, and eventually I just woke up, took some Tylenol for arthritis, because I thought at one point I may have been dealing with arthritis, and I took 2 of those, knocked me right out. But the next day and the day after that, it got really real. Okay, like example, one day I'm sitting at my desk, and you know how we are as men, we tend to sometimes we sit down and things down there kind of bunch up, you know, depending on what kind of pants you're wearing. And I wear shorts a lot during the summertime at work because I think I look cute in them. But plus, you know, it gets hot here in Houston and humid. Well, I went to switch myself or adjust myself, as we like to say, while I was sitting down. And as soon as I did that, I had cramped up under my right leg. I cramped up on my left side right here, and then I cramped up on my left side, I cramped up on my left side here, cramped up on my right side here, all at the same time. At the same time. Okay? Boom, boom, boom. Man, I jumped up. You'd have thought I had the Holy Ghost the way I jumped up. Got up in a panic, trying to work it out. Something in my mind came to me, said, let me go in there and maybe get a little salt. I wasn't paying attention to the amount of salt in my hand. I must have had too much because it was really hurting me, and I wound up putting all this salt in my mouth. So not only was I trying to commit suicide by intake of salt, so I couldn't breathe. I was choking, gagging, foaming at the mouth, and cramping up all over my body. And every time I tried to walk back to the office, my body cramped up more. So it was like my body was like, no, don't you take me in there. And then it came to my mind, I need pickle juice. So, you know, I drank some, you know, and I've been drinking pickle juice. But I went to the grocery store, and I remember seeing it because I always thought it was just really cute and funny. I went to HEB here in Houston, and I picked up these pickle juice drinks or pickle juice shots. You know, it comes in a little bottle. Looks like, I think it's about 8 ounces maybe. And it looks almost like a pickle outside on the, you know, the label. So I bought 4 of those because they were 4 for $5. And every time I start to cramp up, I would drink at least a little of that, and it helps. So it's really been helping. And I mean, actually the cramps have actually kind of now, since Saturday morning, have subsided. So I've been feeling a lot better. Okay. So one last thing I noticed. I'm trying to follow along with especially with Boogie Beats, and like his shopping in Cali or Keto. When they go shopping, or their videos, because I know their videos are a little old, but I don't know where I'm going to be able to get the fine line of trying to get my groceries and stuff together, because it seems a little expensive. Maybe because in the first couple of weeks I'm trying to re-get my, I'm sorry, these goddamn fools on my lot with this music. I am so sorry. I'm gonna have to edit this down because they're gonna make me kill them. I see right now they're gonna make me hurt them out there one morning. Okay, so what I'm saying is, this is my so-called life, my keto life. Anyway, so what I was saying is, grocery shopping, I think the first time I went the first week, it was $135 or close to $150. Okay, I was just trying to get myself started, so I really didn't trip. I went back this Saturday and it was $135.17, but I did buy a $20 plant for my mama for Mother's Day. Okay, but I'm getting there because I eventually will budget it out and learn how to. But it can be a little expensive, and mostly it's the vegetables I notice. So we'll see how it go. Also, I went out to eat for Mother's Day Saturday night. I took my mom out on Saturday, which we usually do. And I went to this place, and I was so glad I made the reservations here way before I even started back on keto. We went to this place called Texas de Brazil, which is a Brazilian steakhouse. They had the most amazing cold buffet. Okay, tomatoes and fresh asparagus and shrimp salad, and not shrimp salad with mayonnaise, but shrimp salad with like in a oil or vinaigrette. If anybody ever been to a Brazilian buffet, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I didn't feel like I was cheating on my keto diet because they were coming around bringing slices of different sirloins, and then they were cutting them so thin. I didn't feel bad because they were real thin cuts, and I also had maybe like I had one or two little lamb chops, very small, a piece of Parmesan pork. I did have one rib, barbecue rib, but like I said, according to the buffet, the vegetables, it was shrimp salad, and it was amazing. I want to make it because I know it had like pieces of jalapeno or some kind of pepper or Brazilian pepper in it. They had tabbouleh, they had couscous. Now they didn't have the couscous, but they had tabbouleh, asparagus, fresh tomatoes, and they had all these vinaigrettes and dressings. That had like these Brazilian dressings and everything. So. And my mom, who is older, she's trying to do her thing and keep her weight down, just as a woman. So we really enjoyed it. Like I said, if you are on the keto diet and you want to go out, I know it's a little expensive at these places, but definitely try Brazilian steak houses, okay? Because even at Texas de Brazil, if you don't want the meat, you can just do the whole entire salad bar for $26. And it's worth it because, like I said, there's salads on there, and tomatoes, and all these vinaigrette dressings, and lobster bisque soup, and all those kind of things, you can have. And it's worth it. It's worth it, just, especially because of your diet. So, pretty much, that was my whole first week. I say end the week, because Sunday's on my end of the week. I did make a Mississippi pot roast with pork roast, and when I ate for dinner, I ate just about a handful, because the doctor says no more than a handful, or about as much as my palm, as thick as my hand. I did my meal prep for the week. I also made a low-carb chili, or made chili, because I think it's just about as low-carb as you can get without beans. I made that, which is amazing. I made that on Sunday while I was cooking my other meal, so I prepped that out in bowls for the week. And so, you know what? I'm not doing any weigh-in until I see my doctor on the 29th. Now, I have been going back because I get B12 shots, and I get something else called Lipoden or something like that. So I do that on a weekly basis. I've been taking all my supplements that they want me to take. If you think you're going to have, or if you are having problems going to the restroom because all the cheese, the fat, because I have fell in love with Kerrygold Irish butter. I'm not a big butter person, but I love it. Anyway, go. If you think you're having problems, get yourself some digestive enzymes. That will help, okay? Digestive enzymes. It has to have ox bile in it, or I think it's spelled Oxbille, and something else with an L. So I don't know where my bottle is, and I'm not going to get up and get it for right now, but definitely remember my suggestions. Get you a good 30-minute playlist. You can write me, ask me, hit me up in my DM, and I'll give you, a good playlist. Or once I start mixing them myself, I will download them to you, put them in your Dropbox, whatever. If you're drinking coffee like myself, I put a half a tablespoon of coconut oil in mine in the morning, 2 tablespoons of either whole milk or heavy whipping cream, and just a splash of sugar-free hazelnut syrup, and a pack of stevia. What else is there? Pickle juice, playlist, coffee with coconut oil, and no matter what, when you cook, make sure you eat your veggies first, okay? Meat, no more than a handful, okay? Well, that's thank you for joining me. Oh, really quick, shout out to Carrie in Florida. Shout out to Debbie and her husband, who are also on this keto journey with me, or I'm on their keto journey, inside their keto journeys also. But until next week, Judy, holla at a player when you see him in the street, honey, because you never know what he might do or say if he see you drive by and you don't holla at him. All right? Holla.